If you want to wait, otherwise I can have it ready for you at the next meeting. Do you want it passed tonight?
Do we need, are we under any time constraints, Belinda?
Not time constraints necessarily, but we had been waiting to get the reprint done. We were trying to get it done as quickly as possible, but if we have to wait a couple more weeks.
Wouldn't we just be?
Is that your preference, Nancy?
Why don't I prepare an amendment?
Isn't it just, it's all you need to do is insert the phrase for the year 2010.
I don't know, I can find the provision.
What page
let's
is it
take a
on?
minute and see if we can do it easily tonight.
What page is that on?
We got our legislative veteran just prepared amendment as we sit in here.
No, that's not.
There it is.
Okay, so on page 27, perhaps we could just say employees occupying permanent full-time and percentage time positions shall receive 2 paid personal days in the calendar year 2010.
Okay, I was going to put fiscal year, but that's fine. Calendar
Second.
year,
Second.
and you'll strike the words each year.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, the amendment has been
Amendments.
made and seconded. All those in favor of the amendment?
Aye.
Okay, any other discussion? You read
Joanne, do you need just a moment to make sure that there's no other language in the other 5 bullet points that will need to be stricken?
Well, some of the limitations under that aren't necessary, but we can come back with a change later if you would prefer. Like this is on January 1 and not use the previous year. They need to be removed from the system. But if they're only valid in 2010.
Yeah, so but that's still.
I want to take a second, just 1 minute.
Do you intend that the conversion of sick days to personal days would only be in 2010 as well?
Yes.
Okay. Then I think,
Subsection
I think
4.
we want to put also in section 1, in addition, in calendar year 2010, accrued sick leave up to the equivalent of 2 days per year may be converted to paid personal days.
I agree.
And on limitations, I think if we just put an opening clause that says, subject to limitations in A1 above,
Okay.
and then you would just need to say motion for that.
So
Okay. What Joanne said is my motion.
Is there a second for that motion?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Is there any other discussion on Bill 3565?
I would just like to get clarification. What are those days off that we're talking about that we're now adding to only to? Can you run that through?
Let me
You
ask.
want Belinda?
Can you run me through that? Just what are the benefits? I mean, I'm not very clear on it. I'm sure the people at home who watch, we just gave them 2, but only for this year. What does that entail?
What we're doing is we're giving employees 2 paid personal days. It's not vacation, it's not sick time. They can be paid out once they leave, and it can't be donated to the shared leave program. But they can use it, and they can call in and use it, or they can schedule it and use it. So what we're also allowing them is to convert up to 2 days maximum of sick leave to pay personal days as well. So a person can essentially end up with 4 paid personal days for the year. And as of December 31st, 2010 at 11:59 p.m., it all goes away. So either you use it or you lose it. So we're giving them an opportunity to have 2 additional days off and also take some of that sick leave for those who've built up sick leave banks to convert that to personal time off to take as well.
What are the other benefits in terms of days of vacation, et cetera?
That we offer currently. We currently offer, well, it varies, either 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks of vacation to employees, depending on how long they've been with us. It increases with each 5-year increment up to a maximum of 3 weeks of vacation. We also, I'm sorry. 4, I'm sorry, you're right, 4 weeks of vacation. I'm sure. And we also offer sick leave as well to our employees that, and it's about roughly a couple of weeks per year, and it does not increase. It stays the same. But with sick leave, you don't lose it. It just constantly accumulates. But with vacation, you can only have double of what you accrue each year. So if you get 2 weeks, the maximum you can have on the books is 4 weeks.
Okay, very
Mr.
good.
Chairman?
Any other questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
May I just add something to that?
Yes, please do.
I think I mentioned this at the work session, but, when we realized we weren't going to be able to give any raises, we looked originally at vacation.
Yes.
Increasing 1 day or 2 days. And just as Councilman Matheny suggested, St. Louis County is pretty much about what we got, maybe even a little less. And we checked with the other cities in St. Charles County and found that our vacation leave was pretty much in line with what they did.
Everybody else.
So that's why we turned to this. And again, we're trying to get away. These are situations where you take a personal day. Unfortunately, a lot of people, take personal days now. They just call them sick days. But this will allow them to be upfront about the fact that they just need to take off to take care of some important business, and they can call it what it really is, a personal day.
Very good.
And when we looked at other entities, we also noticed that while our vacation was in line with their policies, some of them also had personal days as well, either 2 days or 3 days extra that they gave on top of their vacation. So that's another reason why we came up with this alternative.
Okay.
Belinda, in the CBIZ study, did it touch at all on vacation, sick days, holidays?
It did not. It just mainly looked at the salary and things like that, not the benefits added. And as we compare ourselves to St. Louis City, they're also higher paid than many of our employees, and where we can give a little extra with benefits as opposed to salary, that kind of, that makes us try and equal out as well.
Okay,
But we did not add those to the dollar amounts.
thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Will you read the title and call the roll?
An ordinance of St. Charles County, Missouri relating to Chapter 115, Titles 1, 2, and 7, Ordinances of St. Charles County, Missouri, the Personnel Administration Plan. Councilmember Hibbler?
Yes.
Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Councilmember Matheny?
Yes.
Councilmember White?
Yes.
Councilmember Wynn?
Yes.
Councilmember Hollander?
Yes.
Councilmember Darty?
Yes.
Bill 3556 is passed, and that's all the business we have except for announcements and miscellaneous. Anybody have anything?
I got a couple things. On the, back to Bill 3565, or, I'm sorry, the substitute Bill 3564 on elected official salaries, we didn't say nothing, but it's just to be noted that it was a zero increase, so there were no raises for the next 4 years. That's what the council felt was the right thing to do, and so it went done as council as a whole. Also, on other issues, I know this isn't, I'm not going to have a debate about this sinkhole thing, but I would like to find out why this happened and what's going on with it, and that sounds to be.
We'll provide you a full.
I seen the
Copy
information
the
provided
file.
in the packet, and I don't understand any of it, and I don't know why we would do something like that. Also,
Joe, we've had meetings with the gentleman. The county has met with him, and we're trying to work with the city to get it resolved. So that's where it is right now.
did the money go to the city or to the county?
To the plumber.
The plumber who did the work.
The money went to a plumber who went out and,
Went to the plumber.
who
To
went
pay
out
him
and
for his
dug up
services.
the yard to determine whether or not.
Well, that's all right. I mean, I read your packet that you sent me, and I want to meet with these guys. But Chuck, I'd like to have a meeting. I emailed you last week or this week, and I still want to have that meeting me and Paul want to meet with you and Wayne and go over some of this stuff with these consistent complaints we keep getting. So can we set that up for next week sometime? Is that all right? Okay.
Are there any announcement, any other announcements? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Meeting is adjourned.